It actually looks really shiny on camera.
Bro.
Makes me feel elite.
Elite. Yours looks like a ring.
Huh?
Like it looks like the shape of it makes it look like it's like the school rings.
Oh, I can see that. This looks almost like UFC.
You can see it. Like W.
For whore.
It's for wait. Wait.
Or for what?
What?
Whoa. Yeah, it's two W's. So it's like, whoa.
What a
Burger. Yeah.
What a bitch. Wowies.
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 Those wowies. 1, 2. Chill wowies. What's up, everybody?
What's up, you guys?
Welcome back to CharroBeans podcast. A Mariachi podcast.
We're winners today.
We're winners.
Winners.
I'm John Chenna today. He won his 17, bro. I don't know. I'm a little. You don't know. You don't know, right?
Not recently.
You don't watch anything. When was the last time you watched?
Fuck. It was.
That was Murillo.
Yeah. Like I remember Randy Orton fucked up John Cena's dad, bro.
Oh shit, that's a long time ago.
That shit went so hard, bro. Because John Cena, I just remember him grabbing like the, fuck, what is it? The plastic, or, fuck.
¿Cuál plástico?
It's like the
chair?
elastic. No, of the ring.
Oh, the rope.
The rope, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember he was grabbing it. He was like tearing it apart. You remember that?
Oh, John Cena. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was like, damn, so it's on.
And then he kicked his dad like in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Damn. Since then, when you watch wrestling.
El lo correteó.
Damn, man.
Remember the 619?
Yeah, Rey Mysterio, the first and only Mexican superhero of all time. Yeah.
And then it made him take off his mask and he looked all goofy.
The WCW.
Yeah.
I know too much like from wrestling now. It's funny because I kind of got revitalized a little bit. Like
A little bit.
Yeah.
Bro, look at us.
For real, like I'm like yeah, I'm pretty proud of these things.
I put this against my will, bro. Like, I just got here and he was like, put this on. I'm like, all right.
All right. I was like, eres el campeón, güey. Be fucking happy about it. Fuck, shit.
Eso lo gané este Umaga.
El Umaga? Damn. Yeah, you know your shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch it because back then, like, I guess it was like what to watch. I couldn't watch Raw because we had stolen cable. So, like, that's when I could watch, actually, when we had stolen cable. Before that, like, I could only watch SmackDown because it would come out on, like, on the local TV, like on the CW or on KXA. Like, it would be, like, random. So I would watch SmackDown on there and stuff like that. And every time that, like, it was back then, too, like, the women wrestlers weren't, like, as taken seriously. They were just always in their bras and panties. So, like, a part of me wanted to watch that, I guess, as an adolescent. But then, at the same time, that was, like, when my mom walked in. Like, that really is, like, a real thing. Like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, shit. You know, nomás cambiabas el
Bro, the worst one for me was, like, Titanic.
Oh,
one time I was watching Titanic. Bro, it was, like, someone up there hated me, bro, because I was just watching it, you know? And as soon as my mom walked in, that's when Rose is just like... And I was just like,
and that movie's
3-hour movie, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, shit. And that's what she watched.
No se te olvida verla. ¿Qué es esa película? And I'm like, it's a historical moment, mom. Like, it's part of history.
It's
right?
about a boat.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. What'd you do? Did you get in trouble? Te madrearon?
I think she took the DVD away.
Damn. Sucks for you.
No, it wasn't DVD. It was like,
it
was VHS.
For the art.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because it's rated PG-13.
Yeah.
It has nudity, but it's PG-13 because of the art significance.
Hey.
That's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
Art, you know. Yeah, no, but it was a eye-opening experience.
Yeah.
Same thing with wrestling.
Fuck, man.
Like, I was like adolescent. Yo que nomás quería mis caricaturas. Bro, I still remember when Eddie Guerrero died. Like, it was like 5th grade.
Yeah.
I was at the water fountain and someone told me, I was like, you're fucking lying, bro. Like, these guys are invincible. Like, they really were like superheroes. I was like, he can't die.
Yeah.
And then he actually died, bro. I think that was like the first time I felt like, genuine sadness for someone that I didn't know at all. Like, to be honest, like, because I was like, everybody knows Eddie Guerrero. Like, it was back when he was like lie, cheat, and steal, and it was a big part of like 5th grade for me, fourth and 5th grade. Yeah, so it was a primitive year, obviously. And then when that happened, we're like, oh shit, like you can die, like even if you're famous, like
he's never coming back.
See, wait, no, I'm wearing these because I just got these and it was WrestleMania weekend.
Tell him how much you paid.
We won't talk about that.
Okay.
No, I used my cash rewards. I used. Yeah, they were expensive, but you got to treat yourself because look, because I have this Spider-Man head next to my my nightstand, and it's not what you think. It's like a little coin bank, yeah, right? So I used to only put quarters and dimes and nickels in there, and I filled it up. Like it's a little head, but shit was heavy, bro. Like para levantarlo.
Like coins or
coins? Okay. Like just puro coins, puros silver coins, and. My wife counted them. She's like, I was like, let me count them for you. I was like, all right. So we were there like, yeah. So like, voy a robar $40. Yeah. And then she counted them all. It came out to like $182, I think, which is less than what these cost, you know. But like in my head, I was like, I guess it's kind of like how they say girl math. Like they can make sense to them. So it's kind of like me, like. Sammy math was like, well, I got 182 in coins, and I have all these. I have like a credit card that like I've had cash rewards for the longest. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I want to buy something stupid, like something that I shouldn't buy with like when you're on a budget or something like that. Like it's just something stupid you always wanted to buy. And I remember getting the advertisements for these in the mail, and like I didn't know that you could actually buy one like back when I was a kid. So I remember being like, un día voy a comprar una estupidez así. And pues that day came, so.
Like, qué gran desperdicio de tiempo tienes aquí.
It's because, I mean, think about it, like, there's something you probably wanted your whole life that you maybe, like, didn't want to spend the money on. What would that be? What was something stupid? Like, if you could just think of something.
A dad.
I'll be your daddy, bro. So I guess it's donde se compran esos. Yeah.
I have my piggy bank all the way to the top, bro.
Sí, güey.
No, I don't know. Bro, I was thinking at one point of buying one of these.
Like a lightsaber?
Para darle la madre.
Yeah.
But...
So we can sword fight together? Lightsaber together? Yeah.
With real swords, not just our wheelies.
Our wheelies. No, but yeah, something like, you know what I mean? Like you just buy something stupid for no reason. And like this weekend, I watched WrestleMania, what I could. And
is that what you were doing?
What?
In the van?
Yeah, I was watching.
Because I kept hearing you like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was me. I was like, oh shit. And then we're at the gig like, fuck, I'm really missing out like on the fight or whatever. But, yeah, man, estaba distraído un poquito, pero those are things you have to miss when you have to gig, man. Like you can't do everything.
Qué sufrido.
Happens once a year, okay? Like, well, actually twice, because they made it a whole weekend.
You can see the replay, bro.
Well, see, that's what I had to resort to. I watched the replays and it was fun. It was a good time. But yeah, now like my life is basically like telling my wife the lore behind all wrestling and.
Oh no, man.
Yeah, like that's the thing too. When you choose your life partner,
back to the 1970s, bro.
What do you mean?
Like the whole like story.
Oh yeah, like I had to.
Like we started in the 80s.
Yeah, like she'll watch me watch like a turn or like a heel turn, like John Cena's heel turn and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, that's crazy!" Like, but why is that so special? And I was like, "You got some time?" And like, I see the espérame, and then I like pull up a documentary. The board, like, yeah. I have to bring out like recap videos and stuff like that, and like she's just watching like. This is the guy I married. Fuck. Like, Chavato. Yo que quería uno valiente así de caballo.
Yeah. Chivaquero.
Yeah.
I always do say like when you're getting to know someone, like you have to ease them into the crazy.
True.
You know, like you can't like first day be like, oh, I love Star Wars or I love you know something, or be like, I'm normal, you know.
True.
And then like. I don't know, 6 months later, you're like, gotcha, like, put this on. And it's like a Yoda, like, it's like
we're going to a convention. You're going as Princess Leia when she was a slave. She's like, what do you mean? Like, let me explain. She was a slave.
No, so like, yeah, like, we're going to dress up. And she's like, am I going to be Princess Leia? I'm like, maybe Chewbacca. Put this fucking on, like.
Todo peludo.
Yeah.
Shit. No, yeah, it's true. I mean, it's the same thing as like,
that's what I know. There's like fuck. Like,
yeah, like I have to explain everything. Yeah, yeah. She no son de verdad. It's like our violinist in the group. She's like, "Isn't that all fake?" And I'm like, "You're fake, okay? Like it's real to me." You know.
Yeah.
I was like, "Son como mis novelas." You know. It's just a thing, man. Uno que le gusta, God forbid, have a fucking hobby like shit.
Bro, that's been the thing lately. God forbid.
God forbid, man. Like, just get judged.
Yeah.
So I will hold this proudly and I'll hold it up como si fuera. Oh, ya no soy Cody Rhodes, bro. Soy John Cena.
John Cena.
John Cena, bro.
Yo soy Triple M. Triple Mexican.
Triple Mix.
Triple Max, yeah.
Triple Mix. There you go. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, so we're going into this new week for us. It's getting hotter here in April. And this month is going by fast for me personally because it's like I said, it's the end of the year. I'm just excited. It's getting there. It's just a couple weeks left. The kids are just as excited, you know, for the school year to end. I know. I just asked you about this. Yeah, like your finals are coming up, and yeah, once again, like 2 weeks, really, and after that, right?
No
after next week and the week after, or something like that. Two to 3 weeks. He's got his finals coming up, but basically, the year's coming to end for me. So I'm just kind of thinking, okay, like what's the next step and
what's the move?
Yeah, what's the move? For us is going to be like Cinco de Mayo, which, man, right now the Cinco de Mayo and like Mother's Day, like it's always one of the big weekends of the year for Mariachi. So it's something that we're kind of gearing up for. And I guess that kind of got me on like today's topic a little bit. Today's topic is kind of dealing with something like that. Going into this season, it's like the hottest season. It's the most tiresome, I guess you could say, season because it's when people suddenly remember that mariachis exist. Like it's been kind of rough the last couple of months. We've talked about why. It could be maybe there's a lot of groups, or it could be because again, like because there's so many groups, there's not as much work.
Yep.
But Cinco de Mayo means a lot of people are starting to hit up pretty much anybody to attend their Cinco de Mayo gig. We talked about going to retirement homes, how like people have like these fiestas for like los güeritos, los viejitos.
Yeah.
So it's like that's gonna be coming up. So today's topic was kind of discussing that, like going into this season, what do you think is like the hardest part about being a mariachi, like a working mariachi?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Like you're the co-host, bro.
I think for me, it's like the time management. You know, like I have, for me, I have finals on Monday, or the week of Cinco de Mayo, the Mexican Independence Day.
Right.
And,
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
and
no, you're right. No, just like double down.
Yeah. So I have, even Arturo asked us like, "Are you guys available May 5th?"
Yeah.
And I checked like May 5th. I'm like, I have a final that time, and Arturo's like, "Never mind." But apparently we still have work later.
Yeah, because it was the same for me. Like he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, like," he was basically like, "¿Quién puede trabajar el Cinco de Mayo?" Which every year it's something different. Like it could be like in a weekday, it could be on a weekend. Like today, cayó on pleno freaking Monday, like Monday of all days, you know. So for me, like that's still, even though Cinco de Mayo is towards the end of the year, it's still like the end of the year. Like there's still school time. So like all of us, for the most part, don't necessarily only do mariachi. Like there's a lot of charros here in Dallas and Fort Worth que están pendiente. Like they're just waiting by their phone. Like literally like chamba, 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 chamba. And somebody calls them and they'll go to wherever. Like it's like, oh, pues salieron 2 horas en Cleburne. Y luego después tengo una en Louisville. Y luego tengo unas 3 allá in like Mesquite or whatever. So they're just kind of like express mariachis, like back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
But it's like, think about it, like especially in our group, like all of us have jobs or we're students, so we're not 100% dedicated to the charro mariachi life. So yeah, it's like you're saying, like time management. Like the first thing when he told me that, I was like, Monday, okay, pues I'm already gone 8 to 5, 4. It's school day. Yeah, and there's nothing that I can really do about that. And then being a director in school means that everybody is now hitting you up for like, hey, can your kids come play over here and this and that? We'll pay them in food. And it's like, sure, I guess, but like we'd love a donation, you know, like that'd be great. But nobody ever like starts it with that. They're all like, no, come out and play.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but we weren't handing out these free performances. Like, it's for a school at the end of the day, you know, like, dales un lonche por si quiera, you know, like, por algo, you know. But going into this week, like, right away, like, when he's like, Cinco de Mayo, can anybody work? I'm like, yeah, but after like 4 or 4:30. And he asked you, and you said you had a final. And in our group, I mean, I think two more of us are educators. Like, so we're already out because of that. I think one of us is like we're like blue collar workers, or he's like a blue collar worker. So like he has his own schedule, sale a las whatever. Like he's a working man, you know.
Yeah.
I think technically Arturo's is the only one right now that's like full time mariachi, right?
No, he has a job.
He has a job. Yeah. Oh yeah, he has a little bit of a job too. So all of us are like basically preoccupied, and I think that's one of the hardest things, like time managing.
Yeah.
¿Cómo lo vas a hacer? No, it was not. We're not like Superman who could just drop things like Clark Kent and like go change in a phone booth.
Yeah.
I've changed in my car, but I can't. You know, I can't just do that and fly away.
I think I prefer the phone booth.
Why?
Just it's easier to change when you're standing.
Yeah, pero te van a ver todos los pinches huevillos, güey. Pues sí, güey. Because a phone booth has the thing. Like, I feel awkward when I change in my truck.
Do they even have phone booths anymore?
No.
No, right?
Not really. You'd have to go to like London, bruh. Or wait, is that British? I don't know.
London might.
I've changed in my car. When was the last time you did that?
Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Because I think I went from school to seafood and I changed.
Yeah, and I've done that too. I've gone to school and I'm like, these kids don't even know that I have a traje in my truck. Bro.
Yeah.
Like they don't even know.
They don't know how legit I am, bro.
Yeah. I've told, I think today I mentioned I was like, because right now, like we're practicing for the big like competition that's here locally in town. And
¿Cuál?
Extravaganza. Yeah, and right now, like the middle schoolers, even the high schoolers, like I'll tell them, okay, we're going to practice standing up today. Like I have to work on the staging and stuff like that. Yeah. And no, dude, like it's crazy how they're sitting all day in school. So as soon as you tell them to stand up, like as soon as we're done, like their automatic instinct is like to sit down. So like I told them today, like right, as soon as we finished, I was explaining, okay, pues aquí van a entrar los violines. Make sure you're looking at this and this and that. And as soon as I finished, like they just sat down, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Like, let's go!" Like, they're like, "We're tired, mister." And I'm like, "What are you tired of? Like, tú que tienes los pies like nuevecitos, dude, like tan limpiecitos todavía." Well, no limpios, pero they're tan nuevos, you know.
You're like, Danny still glides, bro. Like, there's no pop.
Yeah, there's no pop, lock and drop it on any of them. Like, nothing is like makes like a greasy sound or something. Like, yeah, like these kids will just sit down. And I'm like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, stand up, let's go." And that's what I was gonna say. Like, I was like, I mentioned like, yeah, like I play gigs that are like 4 hours long, and like, wait, is that abuse? Like we don't get a break.
Yeah,
like, just thinking about it. No, but I was like, guys, like I play gigs, and I gotta stand for like 3-4 hours at a time. And one kid's like, "You play gigs? Like they don't even know, bro. Like, they don't even know." I was like, "Chimorrillo." Sorry, that's never mind.
You're like, mijo, ven, casa la verga. Like,
and that's why you would be fired.
Yeah.
Right, first day, day one. No, yeah, but going into that, like, what was like the hardest thing for you as a, I guess, musician, or to be a mariachi musician? Like, what's the hardest thing? I think, I would probably agree to like the time management part of it, and I just think it's because it's a commitment, like to do this kind of stuff. Like,
I got to study too, bro, and it finally picked up like the work. Now that I saw it, I'm like, a la verga, like. We're gonna work. Have you seen it? Have you seen the calendar?
Our calendar? Oh no, I haven't checked it out.
Ya está llenito.
Shit. No, pues chingón.
For me,
for you. No, but yeah, for you, you're like chingón. Like it's because work is work. Like it's something for you to. Again, like for you, it's kind of like your income. So like these other charros, like they start like fucking tweaking when they don't start getting calls, especially if that's all they do. Like a lot of charros, I think we've talked about this too. Like the charro lifestyle is like go out to play every day. Like they don't even know what day it is. Like and they just go to work out. Like I was like, must be fucking nice. Like, they just go work out. Lo más van a trabajar.
And then they post like, you don't. What is it? It's like if you don't do it because you don't want to. I'm like, well, we have all the free time, bro. Like, no, but
no, it's true. It's true.
You're not on those group chats. But I think this year it's the most lo más maromero that I've been in a while.
Yeah.
Cause like work's
you're
been
actually,
slow,
like,
so I'm
posting.
actually like, hey, like still listo, you know. You know what this guy did to me the other day?
What's up?
Last week, on a Sunday, I was like, well, I have nothing to do, so I'll just post like, hey, I'm available. Si cae algo, you know, en un domingo, like, si cae que bien, si no, también.
Yeah.
And I sent a message, and then I went to go like shower, and then I came back, and I had like 6 missed calls. From this guy.
Like a random number?
Yeah.
I would think it's a telemarketer at first.
No. I know who he was.
Oh, okay.
I just don't have it saved. But hasta me empezó a regañar. He was like, siempre es que estás listo. Like, nunca puedes.
Oh, yeah? Oh, shit. Nice.
And I was like, no, estoy listo. O sea, dime.
Yeah.
He said, no, para la siguiente semana. I was like, hijo de tu madre. Like, I said, I'm ready today, bro. Like, what the fuck? Hijo de tu madre.
I've had calls that, dude, I used to get calls all the time. And it was always when I was in the bathroom. Why? Like, one time I had to answer the phone and I was like, es que ya me habló como 3 veces.
Yeah.
And like, I was kind of like, because yo también no soy mucho maromero, like, because I have such a limited time, so that's why I limit it to the weekend. So then, you know who it is. Starts with an F.
Okay.
Yeah, like, he would call me a lot. Huh?
Facundo?
Like,
Faurelio?
Federline. Faurelio, what the fuck? No. Yeah,
Heraclio?
Sí, güey. No, like...
Fumesio?
Back when I was like... I worked at my other job that wasn't teaching. Like, I was more available, like, to be out. I could use my phone, like, during my job. Like, it wasn't like at school where, like, I'm pendiente that, you know, teaching. Which I kind of miss sometimes because it's like you gotta like once you step into a school, like you gotta like turn on the teacher mode activated kind of thing. And
professionalism.
Yeah, but like my other job, it was more like what was it? I used to work at a car dealership, you know, so I would just check cars all day. I would be like walking around the lot and just moving around a lot, and so like anytime someone would call me or do anything, or like actually part of my job was answering the phone all the time. So like every 5 minutes or call, I would get a text or something like that, or I was just on my phone a lot more. That's how I was able to make all those mariachi parodies. Like I was in my free time. Yeah. Anyway, like so, and that one for some reason, anytime I went to the restroom, like I needed to go to the restroom. Yeah. Llegando, sentando, ahí estaba un ratito, like, and I'm like, check it out. I'm like, shit. It's chama. So it's this guy that would you calling me. Hey, ya eran como 3 veces, güey. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to answer. So I'm just sitting on the toilet.
Like, bueno.
Yeah. You see the... Yeah. Así. Yeah, but I'm like, bueno. He's like, oh, Sammy, ¿cómo estás? Estoy buscando aquí trabajo. Que si puedes. And I'm like, when? And like, no, pues no.
¿Para cuándo?
Sí, no, dude. Lo bueno que ya iba acabando, ¿verdad?
Sí, güey. ¿Qué estás ocupado? No, estoy en un depósito.
En el banco.
Estoy en el banco.
No, algo así.
Unos lingotes.
Sí. And then, so he's just asking me, like, si puedes tocar. I'm like, no, pues, ¿cuándo? Like, ¿cuál día? And he's like, no, pues, a las 7. I'm like, bro, it's 5. Like, yeah, because I would always get last minute calls like that. I think I was the last resort. I think a lot of people would call me and I was the last resort. So whenever they would call me, I'd be like, no, es que no puedo. I was like, no, pues no conoces a nadie. And I'm like, sounds like poor planning on your part. Like, like why don't you have a vihuela? Like, that's the armonía, way. Like, you need to have that. Like, and he would just be, no, pues cualquier, aunque toque, si no tocan la vihuela está bien. Like, que más queda la guitarra. And I'm like, nah, bro, like you're on your own on that one. Like, I'm not the idiot that booked this, you know, like at this time or whatever. So, nah, it was a bad idea. But I would get calls like that all the time back then, and it was mostly because I think I just put like 1 or 2 times like on a Facebook post, like I'm ready, I'm available, and from that one time that someone got my number, it got transferred around. But I think they stopped calling me for that reason. Like, I didn't.
If you stop answering, they'll stop calling.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I just became like unreliable. But it's because I never accepted a lot of those jobs. I mean, they were always like, dude, last minute, like, ¿qué quieres que haga, you know? But yeah, time management is totally one of the biggest things. Yeah. And then that's the other thing. I mean, a lot. What I was gonna mention is like I'm married. I'm in a relationship. I've been with her for a very long time. So right now that it's just me and her, but obviously I have more time. Because it's just us, but a lot of people end up retiring whenever they get a kid too. Like once they start having family. I mean, They do that. They take a break, but I've noticed a lot of them end up coming back. But I think it's just because they miss like gigging. Like I think gigging is like one of those things that like it's really hard to quit. So once you like finally like say like no, it was for an outside factor making me stop, and you didn't want to stop. Like you eventually come back.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of been like the norm. A lot of them will come back because they say yeah, like I mean the extra cash is good and everything too, but most of the time, from what my experience, they want to come back because like they never wanted to stop in the first place.
Yeah.
I think that's what it usually becomes.
He's like, yeah, I hate my kid, bro. He won't stop crying.
It's just like the first year, like, nah, man, my bundle of joy, like I can never leave their side. It's like, then the terrible twos come, bro. Like Chihuahua, way, like he bit my leg the other day. Like fuck that kid. Like
he got one tooth that he can't act. Like,
is it one tooth?
Yeah.
He can't act right, bro.
Toothless.
Yeah, and it's like a little what are they called? Canels? The little chicles?
Chicles? Oh
yeah, canels. Yeah. Like it's just uno de esos. Pinche dientillo. She's like, sas, cabrón, pinche mordidón. No, yeah, but I think that's some of the hardest things to do with mariachi. Or one of the hardest things, I guess you could say. So we asked the question to see what you guys thought. So let's see what you guys said. So the first one says, missing out on family events like weddings and birthdays because we are out gigging. Have you ever missed anything big? Like, I guess because you went to go gig?
Because I went to go gig?
Yeah.
Shit. Because...
Like anything that you could remember, like in general, that you didn't get to go to because you weren't gigging, I guess you could say?
No, so like I don't have that much of a family here.
Mm-hmm.
So like casi no celebramos mucho. So
yeah.
it was like a birthday or something. I mean I don't celebrate my own birthday. So I wasn't very like, si pasaba algo, pues we would just go out to eat or something.
Yeah.
Like the next day. No pasa nada.
Because I was going to say, that's kind of what we do. Like,
Yeah.
usually when it's my birthday or like, or even like for us, it's Christmas or something like that. Like, my mom has all of us, well, me, my sister, my little sister, my little brother, all of us like work. We're all working mariachis right now. And my brother doesn't live here. Like, he lives down in Central Texas. And when he's down there, like, he gigs too. So he's almost never home. So even when he was here anyway, like anytime we had an event like Mother's Day or anything like that, we would do it like the day after or the Monday after because pues nunca había tiempo. Like, because you're basically asking us to stop working. And I think that's one of the things about Mother's Day. Like, I've heard that not complain a lot, but like people are like, you're celebrating everybody else's mother, but not your own kind of thing. And it's because, I mean, cuando te habla el trabajo, and you basically are taking a step aside to go make everybody else's day, but like it does kind of suck that you don't get the chance to go out with your own mom or family or whatever because of that reason. So that's one thing you do miss out like on stuff like that. The only other thing that I can remember also is that yo también I haven't gone to some, like my friends will hit me up when they're in town. I have a lot of people that I knew about like when I went to college or I knew them as friends or whatever. They'll come to town and they know that I'm from Fort Worth and or here in Dallas, and they'll just hit me up and they're like, "Hey man, you want to hang out?" And I'm like, "A qué horas?" And they'll be like, "No, it was at 6, prime time on a Saturday." You know, like, nah. I'm like,
well, that too. Like most of my friends, I mean, pues, they're musicians, so like there wasn't much of a scheduling conflict either. We had to hang out. We'd be like, "Pues un lunes, no?" Like.
Like, bro, the concert's on Saturday. Like, no, pues, tell them to come back. You know, like, ¿quién es? No, el maná. No, pues, ya se fueron.
Or, like, like, al restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's been the thing, right? Like, anytime someone does, I mean, I do invite them, like, to Seafood Shack, like, because I want to hang out or something. I was like, come out to the restaurant. I mean, we won't talk. You know, like, you'll see me vibing back there, echando un pinche sonazo, you know, but you won't actually like get the chance to like hang out or anything like that when you're up there. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks too. Usually though, if people come out like to watch us or stuff like that, like we get a chance to talk to them like right after. Or you could be like your friends is like when they go to a concert and they're going backstage and like talking to los artistas and shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like. Like they're coming up to you.
So it feels like
Yeah, you're just like, no, was this is the band. If you want to get to know them, estos son mis compas, mis vatos locos.
yeah.
You could just kind of introduce everybody and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the only time that you'll really get a chance to like see friends and family sometimes. Because other than that, I mean, if you live like with your parents or if you live, like that, like you'll still see them. Like if you like live at home and stuff, you'll still see them and stuff like that. But you definitely do have to like prioritize work on top of that, like to be a mariachi musician. Like you're always pendiente almost, like especially if you're like a charro full time. And I know a lot of the people here in Dallas Fort Worth, like they're charros full time. It's usually like the younger cats like us. I mean, you, tú que estás más joven. But usually, like the younger cats, like they're still living at home or something like that. So, or they're like in school or they work like at Foot Locker or something. I don't know. I don't know what the kids do nowadays. Do they still hang out at the skate park? I don't know.
Skate park?
I don't know.
No, where they hang out through the TikTok way.
That's true. They're on Twitch all day and talking to random.
I learned a new term, 2 new terms. Which one of them is called doom scrolling, right? Heard that?
No.
I think it just means like when you're just scrolling for so long, like kids in one of my classes uses it because they're like supposed to be studying, but instead like they doom themselves because they should spend their time on like social media.
TikTok and stuff?
Okay. Just scrolling. So I call it doom scrolling because it's like they're not supposed to. They should be getting ready. They should be getting ready to like whatever
do
exam.
something, but they'd rather just like disassociate for a second. Okay, I've done that before. And I've had so much shit to do that I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit here on TikTok for 3 hours and just kind of rot away. Definitely rotting has been one of my favorite things.
And then the other one is Pog.
Wait.
Yeah.
What is it?
POG.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you said too. Because I was texting like
that we were on a different wavelength.
I was messaging like a classmate, right? I was telling him like, well, like the due date got changed, like to like we have like 3 more days to finish this.
To finish something?
And they're like Pog. I'm like,
what does that mean?
Exactly. So it just means like excellent or like great.
POG means excellent?
Yeah, it means like good shit, basically.
Okay.
I don't know what it stands for. Apparently it's from like a video game. It sounded so old right now.
Is it like F in the chat kind of thing? Where it means like rip?
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah. And he made that very clear. He's like, it's not POG, like PAWG. It's POG. That's what he said.
Oh.
I'm
just copying word for word.
Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, bro, but yeah, he's just like, all right, POG. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. This person says the gigs where they ask for a random rep, not even in the genre you're playing. Well, if you listen to last week's episode, it's exactly what we went through. I mean, that happens all the time. More often than not. And some people, we talked about this yesterday or last week, but some people enjoy that. They like going to gigs where like they just play whatever they want and they play the same playlist for 4 gigs in a row. And they're fine with that, and that's good for them. I applaud the fact that they want to do that. Like, it's just that for me personally, like those are the hardest gigs because I don't like having to think about what's gonna be next. Like, just tell me what you want, and I'll do it. I'll do it to you. I'll play it for you. Yeah. But when they start just like wondering, like, what's the next song? What's this next? No, do you know this? And it's like Slayer. It's like, no, we can't play that. Yeah, that's someone else. But it's like listen to last week's episode if you want the answer to that. This person says also not seeing friends, family often since you're always working. It's true. This person says from personal experience, trying to get the same energy from everyone. I feel pretty what's the word? In agreement with this.
Energized.
You were saying that like Paco's the one that kind of like tells us that like sometimes when we're playing at a gig or something like that, especially when we first get there. Like ya ves que siempre empiezas con un son or something alegre, like just to kind of get like the crowd going.
Yeah.
And Paco's thing is like animo, like he says it like that. Like I think he also comes from like that generation where like a lot of them eran así. Like,
Yeah, just jump around.
yeah. Like, well, for a long time he was in what Mexicanismo back in the day. That's what they always told me. I need to look at the record books, I guess. But I know that he was in that group, and pues ellos sí son from back then. I can imagine that they were very animados. They would get to the gig, and it was like un, dos, tres, un, dos, tres.
Yeah.
So I can see how he could get like frustrated when we're just standing there like
doing our jobs.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's his thing, right? Like Paco's like, animo, and it's cool because I mean, yeah, like sometimes I do catch myself kind of like autopiloting it a little bit sometimes. And I mean that comes with just the amount of time that we've been doing mariachi, and it's like every gig starts to blend together almost the same. Like you've been to this gig, you've been to this house, you've been to this set of people. Like it feels like a lot of them can be the same. So I try to remind myself that not everybody, well, somebody's paying like a good amount of money to get us out here
for entertainment.
So like if I'm gonna be the entertainment, like I gotta look cute doing it, or at least try. You know.
Well, I want to say I do look, like I'm enjoying myself, but I think Paco does want us to be like, you know, like because that's how he is.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Because he makes fun of me the most because he's always telling me like, oh, like he always look all serious, but I'm like, bro, like I'm enjoying myself. I'm just not fucking jumping around like you are.
Yeah, it's just you're not. I don't think you're an extrovert. I don't think you're an extrovert at all, and I don't think I am either. Like maybe like right on the tiptoe of the line of intro and extro. I'm definitely more extrovert if I'm with people that I know and that I have been around, like you guys. But like when we go to conferences and stuff like that, or we've gone before where people are like recognize us from the podcast and they'll come up to us and stuff like that. Like I catch myself trying to be like, oh, you can't be like that weird guy. Like, hey, what's up? You know. and I tried to break my shell a little bit like that, but it is hard. I mean, especially like if your whole life you were an introvert. So now think about it. Now everybody at this gig is watching you to be like the center of attention. And if you're such an introvert and you're up there and you're trying to somehow express like, oh, like look at me, like I'm a peacock, like look at my feathers, like, but not all of us are like that. Like I personally I have like stage fright. I think a little bit like that. Like not stage fright. That's not the word.
You're shy.
Yeah, like I'm just shy. I'm shy when it comes to performing a little bit. Yeah.
Nah.
I'm shy.
Nah.
For real, like I'm shy. What?
No, you're not.
Yeah. Nah. What do you mean?
Bro was like, yeah, my life is on the stage, bro. I can't.
Like that's different though. Like I can play on the stage, like I feel fine, but like I'm a shy person.
Nah.
For real, bro.
Nah, te creo.
And someone's paying me to be up there and not be shy. But like that means I hide it so well if you're saying that like I'm not.
Mira.
Yeah. Nah, I'm shy, bro. I'm like you gonna make me giggle.
You got me giggling out here.
Yeah. No, but yeah, trying to get everybody the same energy, like it is hard. Because I mean everybody's got a different mindset, and if the group overall is getting paid like to come up here and be chingones y quién sabe qué, pues then yeah, you kind of have to put a little bit more effort than your average day to day. It's like a teacher. I compare that all the time to the kids where they're like, some days they come in mad, other times they come in happy as shit, and other days they come in like pissed off. And I can't really do that as a teacher. Like sometimes I wish I could just come in here like, I'm mad today, guys. Like nobody talked to me. And I'm like, no, you're the teacher. Like you're supposed to put on a brave face and dar el sermón del día, you know, like, and that's a everyday thing. So as a mariachi, it's the same thing. You're walking in, you got to give that energy of like, oh, I'm happy to be at your kid's 7th birthday party where you're not going to give us water or beer or una
beer?
No, yo no. Yo no sé esas cosas, you know, but for these guys, you know, like I know that the next couple of hours are going to be rough with this set of people after a couple of songs, and then if it is like, I got to put on a happy face and just be like, just roll with the punches, you know. Yeah. But I don't know. This person says other shady mariachis, and we've had that before, like dealing with other people. I think that's like a post that happens all the time right now, and like in those like mariachi pages where people are like, alguien nos está tratando de hacer fraude, like they're using our pictures and they're telling clients that we never showed up, and quién sabe qué. And it's rough that people will resort to that to make money for themselves. like quemar otro grupo, like completely, just so that you can book that one gig.
Yeah.
And here, like notoriously, a lot of groups end up doing that, and I think maybe it's partly due to the competition.
People think you choose one guy though. You're not on that group chat, but they're all.
Dang, what's happening on this group chat? That's what you tell me like every day. Yeah. Every day he's like, oh yeah, they posted in the group chat. I was like el group de los maromeros, right?
Yeah.
You said
there's like two groups. Uno que es puro desmadre, and it's just people kind of like saying stupid shit. And then the other one, que si es para chambear. Apparently, I was barely added to that one. I feel very special.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, they were talking about apparently some guy called Santiago. I don't know.
I mean, it's on the chat. It's not really a secret. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? He just makes like multiple accounts and he's just saying the same thing over and over. He's like copying and pasting, like son ratas, están robando. Like hay pruebas. Si me mandan mensaje, like,
it'll be like a text or something like that. Yeah.
And then I think there's been clients that post on the same groups where like, well, I hired this guy Santiago and like he didn't show up and like they'll post like screenshots and he'll be like, no, es que mi hermano está en el hospital y que sabe que, and like they'll come from a different number, like contesta que si están listos, like, you know, it's very crazy.
No,
but yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just I don't. As far as I know, it's allegedly one guy, and he's just kind of like screwing everybody over. Kind of everybody that's very active. Like I think that's a reason too. Like they haven't gotten us because Arturo's barely kind of getting like a little like active on social media. Cause
yeah, he does it like in waves.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while he starts taking out his phone now and like recording videos. Like there you go. Yeah. There you go. Like, because the last videos we have on YouTube were like from like 15 years ago. Yeah. Like, Arturo, ya cuánto tengo en el grupo. I was like, can I get one video where I make an appearance? You know, like
they keep asking where the other guys are at.
Yeah, like, they're all like, eso no se parece, and I'm like, yeah, but
that was 10 years ago.
I'm sorry, like, literally like 15 years ago. I was like, Arturo, we have technology, like. I can shoot you a music video, like quieras, you know, like I'll
but
do
there's
it on
other
TikTok.
Groups that are like a lot more out there on social media, especially like Facebook.
Oh yeah, Facebook is a breeding ground for mariachis with Android phone. Because all the pictures are like pixelated. Yeah. I was like, you could just tell all of these like are just. I know exactly what device is coming. It's a Samsung. It's a Samsung.
It's a Galaxy.
It's un Galaxy, and I know the notification goes do 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 do. Aquí estamos en la chamba. Do 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 do. Shit, man.
Yeah, well, those guys are like
those guys.
Yeah, they're the most affected by it because they post so much, and this guy's like, oh, well, I'm gonna get these guys, you know. So yeah, they're very upset. They're always like I know where you live, you know. There's always this.
Oh yeah, it's funny when you stumble across like a mariachi's like beef.
Yeah.
Like, for a couple years a year ago, right? We were talking about because we knew this person and que se iban a echar a madrazos y quién sabe qué, and I'm just like, no, pues. It's funny because you just look at the comments and you're just like, you're just popcorn, eating a popcorn.
You're like, guys, stop.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Just like, eat the chingo, you know. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like, we're just playing Mexican music. Like, are really gonna like come to blows for this shit? Like, just chill, bro. Like, you'll get another gig. Like, like calmaos. Like, se van a romper hasta la madre and just for like a fucking gig. Like, I don't understand that. Like, that's some stupid. Nah, like mariachis could be a little. If you haven't noticed, a little drama filled, man. Like, anyway, to be slim. Yeah, I mean, the last thing. It's so upsetting when like you see someone. There's one particular mariachi that every time I see him, he just tells me the same thing. He's like, ¿Estás poquito más gordo? And I'm just like, fuck you, bro. Like, it's always, I can't say.
Okay.
I can't say because that's going to be a whole shit. But, like, I hate when people do that. Like, all they do is just comment on your weight. Like, that was always not a thing that I enjoyed. Because it's always a fat motherfucker telling me, too. And I'm just like, fuck you, bro. Like, get out the way. Like, you look like you ate the old me, bro. Fuck you. No, but it's like, I've always... Like if I do notice that in someone, like you don't know what people go through. So the way I look at it is like it's kind of like we talked about earlier. It's a privilege to be able to fucking have time to work out and do this and that and eat right. Like shit's more expensive. So like if you do like look cut and all that, like I'll tell like chingón, bro, like te miras mamá, güey.
Yeah.
But like I'm coming from a place of like, oh, pues chingón, like good for you, but not like man, look at this motherfucker thinks he's buff as fuck. You can say like I but the people will just like willingly like bring you down, and I fucking hate that. Or like just like little stupid offhand comments. They'll say that about like your playing too.
Yeah.
Like tocas bien, güey, pero como que le echas como aquí esta mamá de media.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, fuck that. And like that's what people thought I was doing whenever I posted that video with Raul Castillo when I did that little parody. I was like, it's a parody. Like,
yeah.
I was like, you're telling me he doesn't play that solo like long as shit. That's all I was pointing out. Like, I wasn't saying like this guy sucks or that he plays too much or anything like that. It's just like it's a long fucking solo. Like that's the point of the video that I was trying to make. Like you could see the guys in the background. I added voices to it, but like they were just like, no, pues él está echando. Yeah, well, okay. Pues ya que le puedes echar ese solo, you know, like that's what I was looking at it. Like I know that guy can play like much better than I can. He plays clean as fuck, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be there like, nah, wait, pues uno que puede. Like people do that, bro. People will do that just to like knock that guy down to make themselves look better as a mariachi musician. It's like, dude, who the fuck cares? I hate that shit. I've always hated that shit.
Yeah. I like it.
No, man, shady shit, man. I've always hated that. But yeah, like and then you had this issue before, like with your trajes, right? Like you're like, dude, me quedan like poquitos apretados, or you're like, oh, they've been getting a little bit smaller. Like you're just kind of like fluctuating weight. Like, yeah. And the other day, like I talked to you, like I was like, you've been working out? You're like, nah. And I was like, because you've been like studying and you have like tests and shit like that. It's like, yeah, things come up, man. Yeah. Yeah. Like right now, my trajes have been feeling small, so I'm like, oh, then I'm probably like really healthy. Yeah. But como ya se acabó la cuaresma, ya valió madre, güey. I ate 2 donuts today, bro.
Yeah. I think it's also too like a lot of people don't take in mind like a level of friendship, you know? Uh-huh. Like I know like stuff like that bothers you, so I'm not gonna like poke at it, you know? But like you're also short, and I'm like, I know. Can I chiquillo, you know? But like I think people just don't have like this. There's a lot of people that I feel like they're like, ¿qué pasó? Like they'll tell me like, I don't know, like ¿te acuerdas cuando te dan los dientes chuecos? I'm like,
That means that they knew for sure. You knew for sure they were just staring at you like, look at this fucking ugly motherfucker with these teeth and shit. Yeah, it's like damn, like it's like when people make. Oh, they told you comments because you had a bit of a glow up, so they're like, oh, ahora sí te miras bien, like. Ahora sí, like, you know, exactly, like shit like that. It's like, I
forgot about that, yeah. I remember one person just being like, no, she hasn't Victor like 4 years ago. Said, yo, hijo de tu puta madre. Like, who the fuck? Who you think you are, bro?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
You want to talk?
And that's the thing. No. Yeah. And that's the thing. If you were to say something like, cause like, te ofendes, you know, you're just like, well, you're not that cute anyway. And they'll be like,
I'm like, no, I'm the bitch. Like,
just fucking start duking it out. Like, well, ¿qué? ¿Putazos qué?
I'm like the little kid that makes the other kid cry. And he's like, es que tú te llevas y no te aguantas.
Yeah,
you know? And then la mamá, ¿qué pasó? Es que él se lleva y no se aguanta.
Sí, you know? It's like, ¿te pasas, Nico? ¿Te pasas? Yeah. Nah, man, it's true, man. Like that's why I never make comments about anybody. I'm like, let them do their thing. If you say something, tell your wife. That's why you have a life partner. You just tell your wife. That's the person you talk to 100% of the time. That is like, they should never judge you. My wife's listening like, Ozzy? Nah, but that's the person you talk to, because that's like the person you have 100% trust with. But yeah, wait, pues como decirle algo así nomás. Because está cabrón, güey. These pants are tight. Like they're hard to get into. So like, ahorita es el tipo de calor, güey. Everything expands. Yeah. Including me. You know, so like ahorita todos los pantalones are like, fuck, no.
You're just getting hotter, bro.
Yeah, it's getting hotter, bro. Wait, me or
you?
Oh shit.
Más bueno.
The attitudes, egos of some people. Yeah, we talked about that. Having to be on standby every day. We talked about that too. Yeah, it's just like people that are like living on that phone and just like waiting for a call.
That was me when I used to be full time.
Yeah, it's just like being charro full time. Like that's what you're waiting on. Like, it's almost like you're Batman. You're waiting for that bat signal. And when it doesn't come, you're like, damn, does nobody need saving? Like, at least the way, like, I bet you Batman gets pissed too. He's like, nobody's gonna rob today. Like, bro, I'm ready to fuck some people up. Yeah,
I took my pre-workout, bro. Like,
for real, right? He's all like jacked up, like ready to fuck some dude up, to the point where he's like, nah, I don't kill. And he's like, güey, lo dejaste todo pinche trasquilado, güey.
His elbow is like inside
See,
out.
wait, he's never gonna like fully recover. Like you asshole. He's like, no, he got justice. I'm like, bro, you fucking made him a quadriplegic.
Yeah, he
Like,
has
bro-
to eat like puro puré de manzana.
See, like he's got premium parking at Walmart now. Like, fuck, that's fucked up, man.
Bro.
Shit.
He has a discount for everything now.
Yeah. I didn't see realize this when at the time, but yeah, getting ready for a girl in a mariachi, the makeup and the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about this, but like back when we were in competitions and schools and stuff, like girls would wake up so early. It's because all the girls would like back then we would be grouped up with all the boys in one hotel room, and then or a couple of hotel rooms, depending how many boys, and then girls that have their own rooms. And yeah, like you know when I really realized it when I was a director. Because I took my first set of students to San Marcos, like to state that first year. And I remember like the girls were, I was like, okay, well, they have breakfast like at 6. If y'all want to go eat breakfast and stuff like that. They're like, we're going to wake up by 6 to go. I was like, oh, cabrón. I was like, you guys going to wake up that early? He's like, yeah, we're going to wake up at 3 to start doing our hair and makeup.
At 3?
And I was like, excuse me? I was like, nosotros los boys are going to sleep at 4.
Yeah.
Like after playing like FIFA, Madden, and all this stuff, and then finally after like knocking the fuck out, we wake up. Un pinche pedacito de moco de gorila, más bien un pedazote, güey, pinche big ass puddle, and you're good to go. Like no makeup, no nothing. You
We're
know,
all natural, bro.
See, and it's as a girl, yeah, they have so many steps, like the eyeshadow, the lipstick, the blush, the hair. Bueno, una bañada también first, like for anything. Yeah, they just have so many more steps. Do you think we would be beautiful if we did all that?
No, I think there's a reason no, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say a joke, but not. No, I think it's just how do I not get canceled? It's just like the tradition.
No, well, I've seen artistas wear makeup. Like they do that.
I mean, even actors wear makeup.
Yeah,
but
like
for
now
us,
I'm just thinking,
like
should I put on like a little something?
But I think for us, it's just
even it out.
Nah.
No.
I think for us, it's like shaving. We had to shave.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Oh, it's because you
Just
shave all, but I've had this for.
You didn't have it at Texas State, did you?
At Texas State, I just had this.
Just this?
Yeah.
Without this?
I didn't have the mustache for a long time.
You just had to go the little goatee? No.
Yeah.
¿Cómo se llama?
Yeah, if you look at pictures from back then, all I had was this, and it was a lot less hair because I was todo morrido, todo mequillo. It grows in better now, but it still doesn't connect. That's why I don't have a full beard. Pretty tragic, if you ask me. But but yeah, like I would just have this, and then it evolved to the soul patch, and then it evolved to having the mustache. So I've had this and now I'm at the point where I'm scared to take it off because I feel like this is like kind of my makeup, and if I were to take it off, I would look like a little Discord mod or some shit.
What the
what? Discord mod, like I would just look, I don't know, like fucking, I don't know, World of Warcraft. That's motherfucker. I don't know, like I don't know. I'm really scared.
Like a gamer, like
yeah, I just look stupid, like no chin, like everything connects, you know, like it's just a straight line, you know. I'm just scared. That's why I haven't taken it off. I told myself that if I got my chin back, because I had to shave for the fraternity when I was joining. We had to be clean shaven. So that was the first time. I remember like when I shaved it the first time. That was my first time being like completely shaven since like early high school because I didn't have shit back then. And I remember just being like, it was weird, bro. Like things touching my chin, like it would fucking feel weird. Like,
well, I just recently shaved.
Yeah.
Because I had like this.
But you're a man. You have like the full beard and
there's patches right here.
But you're able to rock a full beard, is what I'm saying.
Can I? I don't think so. I think
dude, you've been fucking doing it. Like you have hair down here. Like you have it all.
Me too.
Like,
I can see it.
No, but if I were to leave it, I've told my wife already. Like I just look like dirty. Like como que no me bañé. Y sí me baño, güey. Like, that's the thing.
I swear.
Yeah, and when I take it off or whatever, like I feel a little bit better. But like it like in 2 days it's back, and I just look dirty. Like I look like homeless, and I really don't like it.
Yeah, I know what you feel.
So this is my makeup.
I do think I look uglier without it. But I mean, es que se estorba. Like when I eat,
gets in the way.
Yeah, one time estaba comiendo fresas con crema.
Yeah.
And like for like an hour and a half, I was walking around school con crema.
With the queen.
Ya cuando fui al baño, güey, I was like, parece que me quedaron.
You're like, ooh, a treat for later.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. Like girls, like they have all these steps, like to look, pretty and go out there. And no, some of them don't need that. But I know, like for mariachi, like that's their thing. Like they go all out.
That's what I was trying to say. It's like, it's just kind of like the custom, like.
No, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's for us for the competitions, like high school, like they all. I mean, our director made them all wear the same makeup, the same earrings, like the same style. They all wear the same lipstick.
The same hair, no? Like
same hair. And I mean, I get it. Like it's so that they all look
it's like
the same.
A uniform.
It's a uniform, right? I remember one year, one of my students was like that, Mister, like, can I put on like a different makeup? I was just like, you can do whatever you want. Like I'm not gonna force you to, get on that standard. I guess you could say. Like I was like, just look like you didn't roll out of bed. Like arreglate, and she did, and she looked fine. Like. And she played and tocó bien y todo. So, I mean, that's as much as I can ask her to do. So, chingón. And again, I'm not just saying that my way is right and theirs is wrong. It's just that they have those steps that, like, pues, I've got to gigs, like, rough as hell. And then when I had my long hair, like, lately my sisters and, both of my sisters have been sending me, like, snaps from, like, a year ago, 2 years ago. Or, like, my wedding. I had my longest hair ever. And it was, like, down here. Like, y'all didn't see it because we weren't doing the pod, right? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't remember, but actually for the Bachelor episode, you could see like estaba hasta acá abajo. Like so to like go to gig like that and with the wind going everywhere, like that's kind of why I cut it, and that's why like when I see those snaps that they send me, I'm like, shit, man, it was long. I hope nobody told me. What the fuck?
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fucking me.
I might do it again. I don't know. Sometimes I miss it. It's a vibe.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it. I told you.
Fuck no.
Yeah, do it.
Honestly.
I think you look good.
No, I look homeless right there. You see that?
That's you all the time.
Exactly.
This person says everything. Cool. Everyone has a different idea and POV. That's true.
That's what we're asking.
I guess the hardest thing too to be in a mariachi technically is like being able to, when it's a correct functioning mariachi, like where everybody can have that idea, that POV, that point of view, and being able to accommodate. It's like you're married. You don't get everything you want. Like you have to, in many ways, like accommodate some of those things. Like no vas a ganar siempre, and you can share your opinion. Most of the time, your wife is right. But that's the thing. Like you have to learn how to compromise on a lot of these things. And people will say, "Nah, you don't have to compromise." I was like, "Tú no sabes, güey. Tú sabes cosas." ¿Cómo dice Arturo?
Que tú sabes de amores si nunca te han besado.
Si nunca te han besado.
Una mamada así.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like in a group, it's the same thing. Like everybody, I know some people that like legit like quieren ser el pinche jefe, and that's why a lot of groups like fail because of that. Like or like whenever there's no direction, that's another thing. When it's like, oh, pues somos todos amigos y todos nos caemos bien.
Nos besamos.
Like, but there's no clear leader. I think that doesn't, like the leader has to be like the person that is taking charge, and that everybody looks up to that person and says like, okay, well, like they're the ones kind of leading us, and you got to be okay with that.
It's that thing of like too much of something is bad, you know?
Yeah.
Like like you should have someone that kind of tells you what to do. Like I always wait for Arturo to be like,
yeah, because he's the boss,
you know? Que tono, yeah. But also like he's not very bossy where he's just kind of like almost like choking us, you know?
He's choking.
I mean like I mean like where, you know, where he's kind of like where he could, because he could essentially like make your life impossible, you know? Like he could just dock you every time you're late, or like te corta or something, you know? And like
speaking of corta.
Huh?
Your tour on Thursday?
Oh. Chivato.
Me cortó, güey. What the fuck? Speaking of, like, we're like, Arturo's a good boss. He can take care. By the way, this motherfucker, I was going to Seafood Shack on Thursday.
Yeah.
Freaking driving on the freeway. Hauling ass because I was already a little late. But at the same time, it's because había un accidente on my usual route. And that's the thing that happens sometimes. Like, I already know how much time it's going to take to get there. So when it didn't take, I didn't take my normal way because there was an accident. And I was like, dude, I'm going to get there late. I'm going to get there like at 7:50. I'm supposed to be there by 7:30.
Yeah.
Like, I texted Arturo, hey, man, like, I think I'm going to be late. It's like, because I didn't chingo de tráfico and I got stopped or whatever. And he's like, you're coming today?
Yeah.
And I was like, sí, güey. Like, what's the issue? He's like, you said you were going to come. I was like, yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like I told you, everybody's asking. Like this week, I'm not going to go because my students have a performance and I can't get out of it. And they're going to go play. So he's all like, oh, it's because I got somebody for this week. I thought it's because I read Thursday. I was like, yeah, Thursday the 24th. Like, I was like, it's the freaking, what was Thursday? It was the freaking 17th.
Yeah.
So I'm driving on the way. He's like, nah, güey, es que ya agarré a alguien. I was like, he's like, pues, he told me, he's like, just come. Like,
yeah.
It's fine, just go. And I was like, no, pues if you already have it like contado, I don't want to just show up. And because he was like, oh, pues ni modo, van a ver dos vihuelas. And I was already, nah, bro, we can't do that. So he was just like, no, pues vente. And I was like, nah, it's fine. I called him because I was like, dude, I can't believe you've done this. And so I just told him, no, pues it's fine, bro. Like, I guess I'll see you guys on Friday. But yeah, me cortaron, güey. I was like, what's it like to how was it like without me? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. No, I was thinking Arturo, like, because we have a calendar.
We have a calendar.
I was like, just let him like edit and like make like events where it shows like Sammy like
out.
Sammy's out, yeah, you know, because it's happened more than once, I think. No,
yeah.
This is not the first like or the last.
What I like to do now is I tell him, like, I tried to hit him up like at the beginning of the month, and I'm like, hey, like, estas son las fechas que tengo because of X cosa. And they're mostly always school. Like, school as a director, like, I'm the responsible one. I'm supposed to be the responsible one.
It's like one Friday, it's like, my wife didn't let me. Like, it's like
dijo Sara que no puedo ir. Que
me porté mal.
Que me porté mal. Y que
no lavé los trastes.
Más bien, I shouldn't be on my phone right now. I was like, it just, me mandas un email, güey. I'll be on my iPad.
Send me an invitation.
So, yeah, like, me cortó, and I was like, no, pues ni modo. I guess I'll see you guys Friday. And that's what ended up happening.
I really think you would go home. I thought you were going to, like, show up.
It's because it was mostly because, like, I was barely, not even entering Arlington, and I could just see the, like la cola de todos los carros.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm already going to get there late. There's two vihuelas. He already has someone for me. I was like, it makes no sense.
Okay.
So, and then when he paid me, like, on Saturday, like, for the week, I was like, is this without the Thursday gig? I was like, yeah, so that makes sense.
You're like, I don't get what's the word?
It was a little light.
What?
Like, it was a little light. Like, because I asked you too. I was like, hey, wait, pues había talón. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I veo bastante.
I was like, no, pues chingón.
¿Ya ves?
Uno que puede. Está chingón, como quiera, you know. It's not like I wanted to go. Just a lot of it. Pero, pues, ¿qué te puedo decir?
You're being passive aggressive.
Yeah. And this last person says, tocando el mariachi loco. Pues sí. Everybody hates that shit. Especially when it's the second song of the gig and that's all they actually know how to ask for. I hate it here. Sometimes I really do. Like, I'm going to throw a left hook one day. So, huh? What was that?
Hook?
Una abuela, güey. Imagínate.
No, güey. No se levanta, no mames.
I'm like, and stay down. Oh, shit, you all right? Like, she no se paró. Like, she ain't moving, bro. Like, I was like, what's that old lady's name? Doña.
It's like Doña Concha.
Concha? Yeah, Concha. Doña Concha. Doña Concha. Like, she's just like, shit. ¿No quiere un café?
¿Quiere agua?
Tengo hambre, ¿me das un huevo?
Luego es que tiene que levantar, tiene que sacudir, haga de comer, o sea, tiene que... That's the whole excuse.
Es que ya tengo calzones. ¿Se los lava? And then they
Es
do
que ya
it.
los volteé. Ya.
Es que tiene rajita de canela.
No, quería, ¿no?
Bro, that must have been some shit. Because you know, in Mexico, they still wash like that with the
¿Con
little
lavadero?
with the little ribs, and they're just there like. That means they saw all the caquita, way, like, all the rajitas. They're just like, just vatos, no se laven la cola.
Queda todo blanquito. You're like, God damn, bro.
Yeah. And back then too, like they wouldn't have like something to they didn't have no lufas back then. Like they would use an elote, one that they already took off like all the
Olote, no, they call it, or something.
I don't know.
Or it's just
But that was the lufa, bro. You just put some sote on there and then
yeah, you had your own Palmas rock, right? You just picked it up and you're like, see, this is round enough.
yeah. See, they were resourceful. You know, make what you can, you know.
Anyways.
Anyway, yeah, let's get into Charro Chat so you guys can go home and you can have fun. What's your opinion on people who don't offer the mariachis food and drink at a gig?
Pues no pegan el pilón y ya.
That's true. Because it's always people like that, right? Like the people that don't offer anything, don't. I mean, again, like it makes it sound like we're expecting something from them, but it's not that. It's just the fact that, like, it's common courtesy. It's just like we're. Y es más cuando es gente que anda pidiendo, like one song after another. Like they have you working, bro. Like, so at no point, like, do they want you? We've had comments before where it's like, nah, pues esto nomás siempre. I stand like we're trying to figure out the songs that you're asking for. Like we're not being like hoes and being like, no, we can't play that one, but we'll play this one.
Estamos.
Yeah, like we're not like hanging out. Like sometimes we are, but like most of the time we're like trying to like, what's the song that we played this weekend where it was like we figured it out? It happens like I've always said that. Like every week I play something I've never played before, something that I haven't.
Oh, and they asked for Mi Glorioso Guanajuato.
Yeah, at 15. Yeah, we played that. And then I hadn't played this one in a while, but la de Le Pase Lo Que Pase or something like that. What is it called? La de Vicente?
Oh, Le Pese a quien le pese.
Le Pese al quien le pese?
Le Pese a quien le pese.
Yeah. And I remember when the guy came up to me, because it was just like a little cuh. He just came up to me. He's like, can I play this one? And he just like showed me his phone. And I was like, I know some of those words. So
I recognize the album cover.
Like, yeah. So like when he showed it to me, we've played it before, but sometimes I don't know songs based off of the name, and so like I heard it and I was like, oh, I know this one. Well, más o menos. I just never remember like the stops and stuff.
Yeah.
But like just the point that I remember it, I'm like, oh, okay, chingón. Like, sí me acuerdo, más o menos. But it happens at every gig where like somebody like, you know, pide whatever, not one water, not one anything, like not even like a smile sometimes from some of these people, like. And again, yeah, we take their money at the end of the gig, but it's like at what cost? Like, me agüitaste, güey. Like, you know, like you didn't let me have a good time.
You caused me emotional distress.
Yeah, emotional damage, and I'm just like standing there like this gig sucks. And then sí te agüita, güey. But then it makes it so much better when you go to a gig where like people are like the complete opposite of that.
Was that the next gig or what?
Huh?
Was that the next gig?
No. I was just thinking in general, like, yeah, like you'll go to a gig and then right after, like, ta con madre, they're all like, you know, you guys have any single guys here? Like, aquí tengo todas my daughters or something for you guys. Like,
what?
I don't know.
That's never happened. It's just letting you know. It's like no one's offering anybody as object tribute? Or possession. Which is Sammy's over here like FBI's like, God is that?
I imagine like in a freaking, what's it called? Like the pharaohs. I feel like they would do something like that. They have like the treasure room. They're like, take whatever you want. It's mine. Because I'm a pharaoh. Like, I don't know. That's like what I thought.
Not with people, Sammy. Like,
yeah, you're right.
We'll
just edit that part out.
Yeah, FBI agent is like, God is that?
The swab, bro. Yeah.
Jail. Yes. Like, jail. As soon as you said that, like the windows just break. Like,
oh shit! I'm like, no, those are vintage.
I just put those on.
But it is cool. Like, well, they'll come in and I'm like, can I tomar? Like, I just always like my family's, or at least my dad's always been like that. Like, if you go to the house, he's gonna give you a beer. Like, it's always like that. He's always like that. Even if you were to show up. Like, and like you would tell him no, and he would still bring it. And I guess that's what I've tried to do also, because pues no me gusta ese culero.
Have good hospitality.
Yeah,
but that's how the next week was actually, Because I had this. We were playing at this house, and this lady was just walking around with like drinks the whole time.
Oh, dude, that was like her one job.
Yeah.
She was just handing out mezcal to
Yeah.
every single person. Wait, was it mezcal?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like that was just her one job.
Yeah.
I didn't see her do anything else. Like she was handing out shots like hors d'oeuvres. Like it was like shot of mezcal, and it's like
She was skipping me, bro. She was offering everybody like.
es que te
And then
miras
she offered you. Yeah, no, I was gonna say like, no, tú sí tomas, no mames.
like it's para que rinda.
Yeah. Because she offered you, and you're like, no quieres, like, no, and then she just let him like, and I'm like,
she told me like 4 times. She's like, shot. I'm like, no, like, no, my good madam. You know? It's just like, bitch.
yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's cool. Doña Concha, please. Yeah.
Doña Ubres, por favor.
So nasty vato culero.
But yeah, I guess that gig was a little opposite.
Yeah. Oh well. ¿Qué te puedo decir? This person's thoughts on WrestleMania. So you didn't watch?
Pues no way.
Nah.
You were the one, and he was the one in the van, and I was in the front, and he was he was like, oh. No.
Yeah. I'm like, I know, puedes. No, yeah, I'm emotionally invested.
Honestly, bro.
What's going in a little bit. So, like I said, it's like son mis novelas, güey.
Ni en tu boda, güey.
It's funny because I have that running joke with my wife. Because I like to say 2023 was the best year of my life. Because the Rangers won the World Series. And then she was like, we got married in that year. I was like, right. I was like, pero mira, the Rangers have only won once in 51 years. I was like, we've got married twice. So that's happened double the amount of times that the Rangers have won the World Series. So technically, this is more important. And then we got in a fight.
And then you got divorced.
No, yeah, it's just it's a thing. Yeah, I'm emotionally invested. Okay, I'm like, get this guy. No, yeah, but WrestleMania was cool. I think the ending, if you want my real thoughts, I think the ending was it felt a little flat. But I'm interested to see where they kind of go with the whole John Cena heel. I'm still waiting to see kind of where it goes a little bit. I'm still like a little curious on what they're gonna do.
Are you liking that he's
a bad guy?
Bad?
I'm not gonna lie, I expected a little bit more, but maybe they're just cooking. You know, like I feel like they're not done. So like I think that's kind of where they're going with it. So he won his 17th.
Now that he's gotten older, he does look like a little meaner.
I guess. Yeah, I think you get that look a little bit when you start getting older, which I'm kind of hoping when I start turning like 40. Like I hope I don't look like bad, you know, but I do want to get like that rugged look.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like right now, like I'm starting to get all these canas, and I just hope that they go into like at least a shape where like I don't just look like salt and pepper all the time, like where it actually looks like como que se acomoda.
Okay.
I told my wife too, like I hope that like my gray hairs and everything comes in like, you know, like solid, where like it looks cool, not like more like viejo, like homeless man, you know. Like.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to see where they go. But yeah, WWE is hot right now, bro. I took a break because it was a little ass the last couple of years, like when I stopped watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just
we're back, baby.
Yeah, I'm into it. Yeah, because it really was a big passion of mine. Like when I was a kid, like look at me gustaba, and I had all the wrestling monos. I had to explain all these justifications to my wife, like, cause she's all like, "Aren't they just guys like playing in their underwear?" I was like, "You see, you can't." I like it, you know.
My wife doesn't like it. My parents don't get it. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. So so I'm curious to see where they kind of go with that story. A ver qué pasa. So are my thoughts on WrestleMania. It was fun. I liked it. Yeah. Top 3 Spanish rock recommendations. I guess we'll read these out because I know that you had asked us who we listened to, and we didn't have a whole lot of recommendations. But he recommended Café Tacuba, Enjambre, and Hombres G. So I think I'm gonna look up
Hombres G.
Oh, you're right. Hombres G. Yeah, Hombres G. Yeah. So we're gonna listen to all the. Oh, I will. I know you. You just listen to harps.
¿Y qué tiene?
What's your experience with taking online/video lessons? Would you teach them? Well, you do those with Ivan, right? Like you do like video lessons. Like how do you think that? Do you like that? Like to study with them online, or do you recommend it to people?
I think it depends like what type of learner you are, cause it's no, I mean it's basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean the image is pretty clear. You can see what strings he's on, what he's not. Um, it's very easy if you want to study with someone that's not in even in the city.
Yeah.
You don't have to drive anywhere, and um, I like it. Like the way we work is if I want to work on something or I want to learn a specific thing, we go by parts. So he's like, es así, and then sometimes it'll be, like dudas of maybe like style or some history behind it or some type of like new technique. And we'll do it by parts. And yeah, when I have it, I book again for another lesson. So
Well, do you think it's helped you, like, to
I think so.
learn
Oh,
new
yeah.
things? I guess you
Yeah.
could say. Yeah.
I think I've been like I was telling him like I don't think I've progressed this much in my whole
Like,
how long have I been playing?
Harp learning.
Yeah, like 10, 13 years.
Something like that.
Yeah, and like this is like the most I progressed because I actually have someone to be
Yeah.
like, he gets frustrated. He's like, well, I get frustrated. He's like, no te frustres, o sea, you're gonna get it, like. But he's like, no. Pon atención, Victor. I guess
Oh,
that's the
yeah?
hardest part.
Oh, shit, okay.
I think the hardest part is like the lag. Like
Yeah.
like you're playing and then like there's gotta be a point where like both of you gotta be quiet, and then one of y'all starts talking like,
Yeah.
okay,
You're like playing. He's like, da, 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 da.
yeah, bro.
You can't do it.
He's like, it's just a good thing because they can't hit you.
Yeah.
Like,
For real? That's true too. Yeah. I've been asked that question, like, if I would give like online lessons before.
Yeah.
And I was like, first of all, what are you gonna learn from me, bro? Like, yo no sé nada, güey.
Tagara.
Puro pun chin
Yeah.
chin, yo, pun chin chin.
Like I said, I think it's mainly a lot more of like maybe un poquito más de paciencia.
Yeah.
There's you guys want to talk at the same time, and then because of the lag and stuff.
I think the benefit also is like if let's say tomorrow I started teaching someone online and something like that, I do like that I can focus like solely on that person, because that's the thing about being like a teacher of like middle schoolers, high schoolers. Like, you have a collection of guitar players, you have a collection of guitarrón players, a collection of violin players. So with this, you can focus in on one particular person and just kind of look at what they're doing, and you could just be like, no, pues this is what I can like personally help you with, so that way you get a better sound or X cosa. So you can do that online. So like if you're like you study with Ivan, but if someone offers those lessons and it's someone you truly admire as far as like how they play, how their style or whatever, and if they offer those lessons, then yeah, I would say like look into them or see if they would do a lesson or whatever for you. Just because I feel like they'd get more attention with you, and that way you actually learn something from the person that you kind of like admire.
Yeah. Well, it's more like a one-on-one thing.
What is?
Cause
that's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be one-on-one. Like, I don't think you would be in a. I know some people do like group things, but I mean, I'm saying like just a straight up like private video lesson. Like, I would, if they were to offer that, then yeah, and you're dedicating like I'm paying you for an hour of your time, then yeah, I would do that.
And it's definitely more if you're like a visual learner, because you're trying to be hands-on. Where like, I don't know what's a better way than learning, because
what's a better way than what?
I can't word it, because it's the whole thing is visual learning. Like, you have to watch, and maybe he'll give some hints, but like at the end of the day, it's like he's like, do this, and you have to kind of like copy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you'll struggle if you're not that type of learner. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. No, I'm a visual learner. Like, if you model it for me, I can for sure see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, if someone was just yapping the whole time, I'd just be like, "Well, show me, show me."
Yeah.
I've had that happen before, like at conferences, where like they'll just talk about it. I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it so I can see it. I just want to see it. Just want to see it.
Let's do it. But yeah, if you don't have any troubles with it, go for it.
Yeah, for sure. Last question, I guess it's for me, unless, how often do you play with the Texas Rangers?
I'm not worthy of being with the Texas Rangers. No me invitan. I just go watch them. Estoy echando porras, estoy viendo un calzón. I'm like, and then you're like Simon, like,
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
What?
No, if you are in the DFW area, we're actually going to be playing our first game next Monday.
I thought you've been playing.
No,
Oh,
grow up. No, yeah, the first game is gonna be next Monday, Mariachi Monday. We're gonna get the chance to play all season. It looks like so we'll be back. If you are planning on coming though, remember that it's if it's like a 7 o'clock game, we always play like 30 minutes before. And if you've never been to a baseball game, like you got to park and get to the ballpark.
Do you play at 34 minutes? Full minutes?
No. It's like they only give us like a 5 minute like performance time, but we're like featured on the big screens and everything. Like we're mic'd up and everything. Like it's not just off in the corner like in a broom closet playing. Like we're kind of featured there. So because I've gotten these questions, that's why I'm answering them before. People like show up and they're like, "Oh, did we miss it?" Like because some people don't honor the 7 o'clock game. Like they'll get there like a las 8 or like 7:30.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if you want to watch the Mariachi play for Mariachi Monday, you got to get there like 30 minutes before first pitch. And then this year we're going to be playing 2 innings during the game. So
that's cool.
Yeah, you'll see us like during the game. Last year we only had 1, but this year I think we're going to be doing the 2 again.
Just like 1 minute performance?
Yeah, it's a half inning. So
Okay.
the half inning is like, when they're like switching sides and they're throwing the ball and they're just kind of warming up. But we try to pack. I have some ideas that I'm cooking up this season to put them out there. I really try to make the most impactful thing that I can for that 1 minute and a half. If we're only getting a minute and a half, so I'm trying to put on a good show. Like it's not just gonna be like Mariachi Loco for like one verse. Like I'm cooking up some fusions. I'm doing my best. But if you're interested in coming out to the ballpark, we are there for every Monday home game. So if you are interested in coming, come on through. I think it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be there every Monday home game.
Gone a few times.
A ver cuándo vas, güey.
I've gone a few times. You said
This season.
It's
a new season.
¿Pa qué? Okay. ¿Y sacaron nuevas?
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all we have time for. But thanks again for coming back for episode 143. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 144? Yeah, 144. 144. Yeah.
In the 140s.
And yeah, 140-ish. So thanks for coming back, and we appreciate you coming back. Make sure you rate. What is it?
Write to us.
Rate to us. No, rate, subscribe, follow the Instagram. We're on Facebook as well, and subscribe on YouTube because that's like the biggest platform that we're trying to get onto. And we have a TikTok too, so pretty much have everything. So if you want to see more of this or whatever, come out and listen. Keep listening and following the content. So, you got anything?
Thank you guys. We'll see you later. Aquí estamos los winners.
Now we're gonna fight to the death to see who's gonna be the 2-belt champion. Ladder match. Afuera.
Nah, I got you.
I'm gonna jump off the roof. Like, oh my god, he's got a family.
What?
Yeah, no, it's que tú no sabes. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys coming back, and we will see you guys next week.
You guys be safe.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm strapped up, bro. It breaks.